Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pentanet Stadium here in Perth, Western Australia for the 2022 Boys Under 15 National Tournament today. And we're bringing to you live 4 games of Under 15 boys action today, kicking off between the matchup between the Braves and the Northern Warriors. For those joining us, don't stress, we will be bringing you a huge raft of girls games tomorrow. And we're going, including the 2 big semi-finals, and we will endeavour to try and bring you score updates from ground 2 as the game goes on. As you can see, the Comets and the Flames currently underway on ground 2. But we're here today to kick off a big day of action here with the Braves from Western Australia and the Northern Warriors from Victoria. And I'm joined here in commentary today by the man himself, the great Frenchie. Frenchie, welcome. Great to have you here today.
Yeah, thanks, TK. It's always good to be involved. Nice sunny day, bit of a breeze up. Looks like a hard deck out there. Surprisingly quiet, given that West Perth Falcons won the grand final yesterday. I think the boys are hiding up in their members bar over there, still doing their recovery sessions after a big GF win. Congratulations to them over Claremont. But yeah, we're here for lacrosse, and you know, it's going to be a cracking day, I think.
Yeah, now look, for those who don't know, of course, this is the home of the West Perth Football Club. We don't get too many wins over football, but of course, West Perth made the final in all 3 grades this year and couldn't host the final because, of course, this tournament was booked in many months advance. But as you say, the West Perth boys there are a captive audience over in their club rooms over on the right-hand side of the field. But obviously being here at the beautiful Pentanet Stadium, Frenchie, the ground just looks magnificent, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic, mate. It's probably the best deck we've played any sport on, any lacrosse on all year, given any state, I reckon. I think this is, you know, it's a big stadium. It's used for heaps of different functions and you know, tournaments, concerts, etc. But it's in fantastic nick, as you can see. You know, it looks hard, looks bouncy. Makes it a bit uncomfortable for the goalies, I think, with hard decks like this, because you can't get a true read on the bounce. But I think, you know, these 2 teams are going to go at each other and go at each other hard today.
Of course, look, a big game today. Obviously, the Braves on top of the table. They're undefeated at 4-0. The Northern Warriors winless at 0-3 at the rear of the table. But that hasn't necessarily mattered from the outset there, as Jake Statham, been a stud for them all week, takes the first possession for the Warriors as they push forward into offense. As Statham burrows through to the middle. Check coming through there. Ducked into it, though, so play on.
Good ground ball by AJ Canisius there.
Yeah, he's had a really good week in the face-off for them. Of course, the ramifications of today's game, quite big for the Braves. 1 win in the next 2 days puts them into the final, confirms a top 2 finish. The Warriors still at 3 losses are mathematically a chance, but really they need a hell of a lot to go their way, including a big upset here today.
Yeah, for sure, as we see the ball drive down the right there.
If you're the Warriors heading in 0-3 against a Braves side that's 4-0 from a coaching perspective, I mean, what are you saying to the boys heading into it from the Warriors' perspective?
Well, as a coach, you'd be looking at it saying, you know, you've got nothing to lose. As they scored
the first
look at
goal,
that, right? Great
off.
Little inside roll there by Alex Halliwell. You know, took his man in a good spot, giving it a bit of a celebration there, the old finger drag on the ground.
Oh, love a good celly. Love a good celly. COVID hasn't dampened the celly experience here, that's for sure. We're expecting to see a few good ones this week, but that's a really good start from the Warriors here today. I mean, they're certainly not going into this game as favourites. So the Braves are going to be red-hot favourites after a really impressive week. But then again, yesterday the Southern Cross upset the Thunder in a massive upset. So, you know, the Braves aren't going to want to be complacent here today. These Victorian sides have a habit of, you know, bringing it when they need it. Yeah, and the Warriors are going to be a tough game for them.
Yeah, you know, always ready to dig deep, the Vics. You know, they go hard and they play hard. That's just the way Victorian lacrosse is, you know. As we see the Braves come up with a ground ball off the face there. Good check.
That's a great pick up there from Wilson Banks. Just cruising the ball out here, just taking it outside of the restraining line. Checked it in, obviously, so the over and back is now on for the Braves as we get a good look at their offense. Their offense today has been paced to a large degree by Lachlan Wills, who leads the tournament with an incredible 20 goals. But they've got several options up front as the ball just swings just across the front there. That's Lachlan Daniel sweeping across, but the ball's been turned over. Warriors looking to try and clear the ball out.
He digs that ground ball up, using the keeper on the clear again.
Yeah, Oscar Page with a really good pick up there in defence. Kicks the ball out to Liam Fifield, who's had a good week as well, was MVP earlier in the week.
As we see the pole driving through the middle there.
Oh, you always get excited when you see a long pole like that on the run streaming into attack.
You do. little bit edgy. Pull the trigger, we say, over the half.
Well, goalies always tell you they're the hardest shots to stop, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, good check there.
Ball's just loose at the moment as the Braves try and find the ball in the bottom corner. Ball's loose, kicks it back through.
That's a risky pass back.
It is,
Came off.
But McCracken was MVP in yesterday's game for the Braves as he looks to try and clear the ball out. He's got options up ahead.
Yeah, it's a good clear there.
Yeah, good.
Found Luke Gibbs on the clear. It's a great little clear there by McCracken.
Sorry, that's Finn Everall there.
Oh, sorry.
Finn Everall from the Braves with possession at the top. Good pedigree there. Old man played for Australia.
Yeah, it's we were saying just before we come on air, you know, you look at the tournament and it's that age group now where there's a lot of sons and daughters of people that have played at a level coming through now, you know, lacrosse families and finding their experience here again. And I think you find as well that these teams are all, you know, that few of these kids are going to be around playing in this tournament for the next couple of years, as we see.
Oh, Luke Shelton with the finish, zings it across the top, puts in an absolute rocket from the outside, and there's a flag on the play as well, as we just wait and see what the call is.
That was a great little finish, shooting across the goalie.
It's okay. Looks like it's just a hold there. It's been wiped by the goal. Beautiful signals there. Our referees for today's game, head referees Braden West from Queensland, and he's joined on field by James Suffolk and Philip Zoma. Over on the bench today, we have the legendary Peter Mulcahy as chief bench official and Cam Adams from South Australia as bench manager. That's your refereeing crew for today's game. Great to see a lot of you tuning in today. The numbers slowly creeping up here. This is game 1 of 4 here on the Australian Lacrosse Network with the Braves and the Northern Warriors. Nicely contested.
Yeah, another face-off win there for the Northern Warriors. He's having a...
Jake Statham's, I think he's definitely been their go-to guy all week. He's led the goal scoring in almost every game they've played. He finds himself in the top 10 for goal scorers in this tournament. From the Surrey Park Eltham Lacrosse Club. Of course, the combined under-16 team out there in Victoria this year. Samuel Boyd just looks to step across the top, kicks the ball across. Oh, gorgeous feed. Absolutely thread the needle there. He's absolutely found Oscar Page just sneaking up there on that bottom corner.
Yeah, great take and finish there inside.
Oh, and how's the composure across the top there to find that through the sticks?
Yeah, especially like to actually see that, you know, you find a lot of the time the kids might panic and throw a ball, you know, where it shouldn't be thrown. But he's actually done his little split step, drawn the man. The whole defence has shifted and he's found the open guy on the back bite. Easy finish there for Oscar Page.
Yeah, it looks like it was a breakdown in the Braves defence as well. I think there was a number 2 slide that didn't move, whereas the number 1 slide seemed to get sucked in and they kind of found themselves in no man's land. But it's an excellent lacrosse IQ there from Page to just sneak that bottom corner and find himself a lane. As Will's inserted into the game here for the Braves, immediately has an impact, takes possession of the ball and pushes it into attack for the Braves. Statham moves over to Phil, kicks it back across the top to Wilson Banks.
Good defence there. Way to collapse on ball by the Northern Warriors there.
Of course, the Warriors made up from Surrey Park, Eltham, Brunswick and Melbourne University. So, bit of grunts in those clubs out there, Frenchie?
Yeah, I think so. Anything to go by the seniors that we've all, well, the guys I've grown up and played against in the past, you know. I think so.
As Lachlan Wills there immediately has an impact on this game, steps into the inside there through a raft of defenders, at least 4 on him, pinging one off the deck and shooting it right into the top corner there, just painting the pipe and giving it a little bit of a tickle.
Just shows how hard this bounce is on this ground, you know. Like he dropped that short and it hit top pipe.
Yeah. No, it makes it a bit of work for the goalies. But Fifield's not a short goalkeeper. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a sizable kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he's tall. He's definitely...
Like he's almost filling that goal height-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. But not a lot he could do on that one
really,
there.
No, defence should have driven and pushed him out. You know, made that contact early. Especially someone like Lockie Wills, you know, who, you know, coming from here sort of have a better feel for the guys from Western Australia, you know, watching them play. But someone like him, you know, he's been so key. You can see it in the stats of the tournament so far. As we see the defence pushing out real far there.
Oh, that's an incredibly aggressive play. Tyler Hill from the Wanneroo Joondalup Lacrosse Club there. Good defence, kicks the ball across the top. Luke Shelton picks up the ball. He's got himself a bit of
ground
space
ball.
here if he can find it. He's got a 2-on-1,
coming
steps on
inside.
the inside.
Oh, good shot and a good save there by the goalie too, just covering his pipe strong.
Great defense, though, from Luke Gibbs, didn't he? Because he's come in and made the contact just late and completely and utterly closed his angle down on that. As the Warriors look to pick the ball up, struggling to keep it in, but unfortunately fails in that endeavour. That's Xavier Zemenchev. Please feel free to jump online. Say g'day, all of us. All of you sitting there in the commentary box. G'day, Dan Shields there, far too kind. Always a pleasure to get the Frenchman up this early and jumping in the box. Completely agree there.
Well, Dan must be up pretty early too. He's over coaching in the US these days, you know, at the college over there, and he must be up pretty early having a look-sees at maybe what the future holds for people going to the US as well.
Well, that's right. Yeah, look. And of course, you know, these teams have been around for a considerable period of time. Interestingly enough, from a West Australian perspective, first time in under 15 history, the Braves and the Thunder haven't stuck to club lines.
Yes, I've seen that this year, and it is interesting. You know, it's funny when you see.
Oh, ring-a-ding, ding, ding, ding. Puts one off the pipe. Sorry to cut in there, Frenchie.
That's fine, mate.
But we looks like we have a foul there.
Yeah, slash.
Slash for 1 minute.
Yep.
As
just swung the stick a bit wild as he got stepped past.
that's Ethan O'Donnell there taking a compulsory drinks break for 1 minute. As you can see Peter Mulcahy there just taking his order. Ball across, sitting there back in the middle. Across the top.
Interesting to see how this man-down defence works. Looks like they're locking inside with a short stick.
Ball sitting across the top there. Look at
high.
Stathan there to control that and try and suck the player up. As I say, he's their go-to on offense as the ball just continues to kick around. It's almost like in a 3-3 format. The Braves not afraid to push out.
Save by McCracken.
McCracken getting a big piece of that. Not a bad shot either.
That's the shot you want the defence to give up, though. It's the best look for the goalie, you know, and he's stepping in here, no one on him.
Oh, McCracken all over that one again as the ball just hits the bottom line.
Just noticing, you know, the Braves' defence there, the crease high long pole, he's sort of rushing out a fair way as well. So it may be something the Warriors can look at to utilise and find that space as we see another flag.
So maybe a little.
Save
Oh,
by
McCracken, another save.
Must be his third or fourth today.
There's another slash on the play there as a second Braves long pole. That's Braden Hogan. Interestingly, leading the competition in penalty minutes this week.
I say, as a former defenseman, you know, it's something your coach doesn't love, but you know, there's a little bit of pride of place in the back of your mind as a D-man if you're getting penalty minutes. I shouldn't say that. You know, you don't want the kids to be going out whacking.
It's always a vex. Oh, there's a bit of a push there.
Oh, great ground ball
wow.
inside there by Oscar Page again. Kids having a day so far. A bit of pressure now on the Braves to get themselves back in this. You know, I mean, I know it's only a two-goal break.
Oh, that's just really smart play from Page, because looking at it on the replay, you'll see the ball's just dribbling through the crease. Page gets himself a massive chunk of that and says, no way, Mr. McCracken.
Yeah.
Nothing for you. I'm going to take that. Just slows it down and bang, finishes it in an open cage. That's his second goal of the quarter.
I think the sliding D-man sort of, instead of causing the rebound to come to their advantage, he sort of caused a bit of chaos, which the ball then rolled out to Page, who just picked it up and said, thank you very much, I'll take that.
Back in the middle, been a really interesting battle here. Lots of goals, so we've been getting a good look at them.
Great ground ball and face-off there by Lachlan Daniels.
Easy just pushes the ball into attack there.
That's
Contact.
a great bump. That's a good bump.
Oh, no, there's a flag there. Odds are, I think he may have just accidentally got a little bit of leg there. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a hold. Let's see what he calls. No, he's called an illegal body check.
Yeah. It's a big call.
So he must have caught something. Yeah, obviously the rules are a little more relaxed in 15s for that watching at home. So obviously there can't be an excessive body contact there. Looks like he's gotten him in the good spot, but it's been deemed excessive, which is well within the realms of a reasonable call.
Correct me if I'm wrong too. There's no loose ball takeouts in 15.
Not in under 15s,
you can't
no, that's
on the
right.
ball with a big body check.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So as we just see the Braves just holding possession here as the clock's on. So I think they're going to hold there and look to take it into the second quarter. As that's quarter time here at Pentanet Stadium. And we have ourselves a bit of a surprise brewing here with the Northern Warriors shocking the Braves early here. leading by a score of 3 goals to 2. We've got 2 goals to Oscar Page and 1 goal to Angus Walker, and singles to Luke Shelton and Lachlan Wills. That's an entertaining first quarter, Frenchie.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's quite physical, quite up and down. Bit of pace in it, you know, and the Warriors jumped out with their face-off work there through the wings there. It's been fantastic, giving them first usage most of the time.
And we will definitely try and see if we can snag a score of that Comets and Flames game over there. We had a couple of requests come through. We're just trying to get a look at the score from where we are at the moment. I think the Comets are leading over on ground number 2, but we will endeavour to try and snag a score from ground 2. We're just a little light on staff here today at the moment. It's an early start here. People don't like rising early in Perth on a Sunday. So we are, but we're sending someone over now to try and get that score update over there. Of course, a really important game over there on ground 2, with the Flames needing to win by a sizable margin over there to knock the Comets out of a top 2 finish and costing them a semi-final berth. But it'd be half-time over on ground number 2, so we'll get that score for you as soon as we can, as the team's just returning back to position here now at the moment for the second quarter. And, yeah, quite a good first quarter there, wasn't it, from the Warriors?
Yeah. You know, ball movements there. I think they could probably, the coaches will probably be looking at maximising their man-up opportunities. So hopefully, you know, the game's close all day.
Actually, sorry, just to jump in there, Frenchie. No, just got a score update. It's 6-2 to the Comets over on field number 2 at half-time. So 6-2, the Comets in control over on ground number 2. Likely to claim a semi-final spot here. Just as the second quarter gets underway, Warriors in a man upset. For those new to the sport, because Braves were man up at the end of the quarter and they had the ball. They started the quarter with the ball, as they look to try and feed the ball through the middle there. That's Braden Hogan looking to try and thread the needle.
I was going to say, good knockdown and pick up on the ground ball, but by the Warriors, but they've just turned it over again. You've got a 4-on-3 break here. There's 2 people open.
Steps on the inside, tries to rip it.
Goalie's ball.
Goalie's ball there. In good position to make that call. It was definitely a toss-up. But credit to Fifield there, earning the ball back there for the Warriors. As the Warriors just
tried to jump it. He's missed it. Warriors threw a bit of scrambled play, clearing it over the halfway line.
It's Luke Gibbs just clearing the ball out there. Rips the ball back into the inside there to Oliver Kendall. Oliver Kendall with the ball for the Warriors.
Statham's doing a lot of work out here today.
You're going to want to be careful
in the game.
That's a good call there by the official.
Oh, Statham's through.
And there's a second foul there. So
Statham just letting him know that was head contact.
Yeah, no, look, that's probably not a smart foul, that one. No. You'll see there the hand was clearly off the stick, and he's belting the free arm there. You know, you usually give him 1 or 2, tell him get it off the free arm, but just to sit there and wind up on it. So not a smart foul, that one there, as he just takes a seat. That might be his second and third foul. I mean, I'm not sure if I picked it up, if I got that right. That was Hogan.
I think that was Hogan. I'm not sure.
I thought he had a long pole earlier.
He did have a long pole earlier in the game.
So we are a long way back here at the moment in terms of our commentary position, our lavish commentary position, I might add, as the Warriors look just to kick. They're going to have a couple of minutes here. A man up, rips that one wide, but there's no one backing up. Cardinals sin.
It's got to be.
That's got to be a Braves ball. Yeah, no, that's going blue as the ball just hits at the X there. Luke Shelton's going to take it. Nope, he's walked away. Going to want to be careful for that, not to cop a delay a game, as Wilson Banks from Phoenix/Subiaco under 15s team brings the ball back in.
Oh, big swim move.
Oh, love a good swim move.
He's got a bit of toe, this kid.
Look at the Jets as he cranks the Jets up there, takes it in.
Oh,
he's going to go the whole way here, looks to dip it through, pops it on the outside. Yeah, they're calling that a shot. It's going to be Warriors ball anyway. That's Fifield.
I think that was a pass to... Who was that? I think he was looking at Ashton Chinsky there.
Hey, but credit to Fifield. That's the second time he's busted it out of the cage and got himself in position to get the ball back. There. He is having a really good game for the Warriors. Wills there.
Sam Boyd here trying to clear the ball under pressure from Wills. As we see the double come, they're trying to drive him out. That's good double. That's a good ride there from the Braves, but
composure.
He's got the risky inside pass and it's paid off.
Composure in spades as he kicks it.
Great look.
Big opportunity here. But
McCracken just coming out of the cage, putting pressure on him. That's a smart goalkeeper there.
quite an active keeper, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's been watching Warren Brown tapes the way this is going.
Well, if he comes from the rich McCracken goalkeeping lines up at Wanneroo, then that's certainly par for the course. As the ball's just been checked in there.
Will Frenchman, great finish.
That's a terrific step there from Will Frenchman from the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. Steps across the front there, nice little side step, gives it a bit of a whoop. And then just with a nice finish there, not a lot Fifield could do as he steps out to try and close the angle down.
You guys claimed him on loan, just remember that. Can't keep him.
Well, we'll allow the off-season, the off-season wrangling to commence soon. And I don't know what you're talking about anyway, Frenchie. I'm one of the. I'm black and
You're
white
a neutral.
now.
You're neutral.
I'm a neutral now.
You're neutral. Black and white. It's what districts you say.
As the ball's we're back in the middle. Really entertaining game here. 3 goals apiece.
Oh, great ground ball there.
Oh, that is smooth. That's Oscar Page again. Oscar Page is having an absolute blinder for the Warriors so far in this one. Braves just looking to clear it out. That's McCracken.
Just taking his time. Whoop.
Just dabbling around with it a little bit, playing with his food a little bit there. Just needs to just put his head down as he drops the shoulder. Wilson Banks isn't afraid to drop the shoulder and go through people.
Ooh,
that's
Fifield's
going to get that again.
Yeah,
that's 3
he's working
turns.
hard. He's working hard, the kid.
He's doing really well, isn't he, on those turnovers? Just being super aggressive on those shots. Really agile for a big fella. Not big fella, he's quite a tall guy, but he gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, they've got a step on here. Good slide.
Ball just shoots there. Warriors should keep that.
Good backup on the shot.
Big shout out to all of you at home there. Feel free to jump on, drop us a comment. We'll give you a shout out while we're there. Great to see so many people there. Expect to see a big crowd there. G'day to Nolsey. Always awesome to see you tuning in, mate. Of course, the community sports show.
Oscar Page again.
Oh, Oscar Page. Look at that for the shot. Rips the shot low, steps inside a would-be defender, says, and another, look at the celly again. Oscar Page. I mean, I don't know what I'm more impressed with at the moment, the first half hat-trick or the cellies.
Well, I'm going with the cellies right now. You don't see enough of it anymore, I don't think.
No, those officials are a little too uptight, aren't they, Frenchie?
No comments.
You got to be nice, Stevie.
Let's be honest, they didn't have a lot to celebrate this year, so.
No, look, tough year for you, mate. But no, Oscar Page, 3 goals there, and a great start to the morning for all of you over there in Victoria as the Warriors take a 4-3 lead. Back in the middle now. Another hotly contested face-off. Ball pops out, squidges into the Braves half, but the Warriors are all over it. They've had a great day from ground ball perspective. But it looks like we've got a break on. I think Will's just stepped on the line there before possession.
Over the line.
Good
defense.
The old got away with one there with the old hand on the hip. But to be fair, it was a tough angle to see as the Warriors just check that in. And you'll hear us saying checking it in into the offensive quarter. Of course, that's incredibly relevant for the purposes of activating the over and back rule. Again, for those new to the sport. Once the ball goes past the restraining line, it can't then come out of the offensive half.
As we see a bit of defensive pressure applied and the Warriors throw that one out of bounds.
Ball just kicking through there, the Braves. That's going to be picked up there by Lachlan Daniel from the Wanneroo Joondalup Lacrosse Club. They were the premiers out here in Western Australia this year. The under-15, won a thrilling 15-14 overtime grand final against East Fremantle.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game to watch. It was very physical, very skillful, you know. Ooh.
There's a card down.
Lachlan Wills has ball now. Just sucks the pole in. That little face dodge.
Oh,
just too easy.
Just too big, too strong. Steps on the inside there. That's his second goal of the quarter. And look, Wills presents a really interesting matchup challenge here, doesn't he? Because he is quite a big lad.
Yeah, he's a solid boy. And, you know, he likes the physicality and he likes to bring the defender close to him so he can try and get that step through on him because he's quite explosive as well. You know, the poles have really got to be a little bit smarter than that. And that's, you know, the coaches maybe having a word saying keep him at stick length, and then maybe send that double a little bit earlier, send the help to come and take him on, you know, put the pressure on. So if he is driving at goal, he's driving into 2 sticks.
Well, you are, of course, limited to a large degree by, you know, how physical you can be. So body positioning is just so critical.
Great ground ball there.
That is a sharp ground ball. As he steps on the inside, whoop, goes the rip, puts another one there, bottom right. That's 2 goals in 30 seconds for the Braves. That's Braden Hogan stepping on the inside, turning it on, putting that one bottom right. That's a tremendous finish. And the Braves hit the front for the first time today.
I think they've, you know, made an adjustment. They've got a pretty strong midfield line out here now with Hogan and Wills. And who's that on the other side? Is that Kai Eid?
Yeah, I think that's Kai Eid out there on the far side. And again, apologies for that at home. We are a long way back here.
Yeah, we've left the binoculars in the car.
That's right. There's the ball in the middle.
Great
the old
there.
pinch and Popperoonie. Look at that. Steps forward, draws the player, says, no, thank you, good sir.
Oh, wow.
3 goals in less than a minute from the Braves. That's a huge turn of events.
2 out of 3 there to Braden Hogan there. You know, he's sort of turned the tide a little bit in the middle of the ground here.
He really has, hasn't he, as he steps back into the middle of the field here.
And Northern Warriors going defensive straight away, bringing out the pole in William Crump to maybe put the clamps on here.
It's an interesting move from a coaching perspective, isn't it? Because, I mean, I know face-off guys traditionally are prima donnas, and I say that as a former one, but at what point do you say to your guys, look, you know, it's a mano-a-mano position, like it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you trust your guy to say, no, be better. I need you to win. I need you to change it up. Like, is this a massive concession from a coaching perspective?
I mean, I think Statham was doing so well so early. Maybe he just needs a bit of a chop out to give him a breather, but you know, as you can see, the Braves are just going. Great save there.
That's a huge save from Fife. Oh no, that's gone.
No,
it's gone in.
Wow,
how did that happen?
I thought that went wide after the save. Must have trickled off him. But yeah, like, you know, you see Braden just standing in the middle of the ground. He knew where that was going straight away. He's waiting back at the face-off circle now, or face-off X. But you see a time out to Northern Warriors here.
And I always think that's probably the biggest celebration that you can give in a face-off is when you pop a face-off, give it to your winger, and then don't move.
Yeah.
And when the goal gets scored, you're still standing in the middle, just shaking. Yeah. You're just giving it the odd nod, going, let's do this again, boys. This is fun. Yeah,
well, now, you know, you're seeing it now. It's a 4-5 goal turnaround now to be a 7-4 lead to the Braves. Northern Warriors really got to get a hold back in this game and try and narrow that gap again just to keep themselves in.
Big hello there to everybody checking in back home. Angela Gibbs there, I'm assuming over there in Victoria, wishing her Warriors well. Emily Dawson over there in the US, go Braves. Shandell Oliver, who'll be in commentary with us on Tuesday, asks Frenchie how your feet are feeling. Don't answer that. And Greg Mulcahy probably sums up the last minute at the best. Beast mode. The Braves just turning it on in the last minute there. What's that? 4 goals in about a minute and a bit. A minute of game time. And, you know, it's 7-4 lead to the Braves. That said, though, take the last minute out. This Warriors side's been incredibly competitive. Again, Frenchie, what are you saying to your boys here at this particular point in time to try and stem the tide? Just how defensive do you go through those middle lines?
Well, you just... As a Warriors coach, you'd be saying we really need to work harder on these ground balls. We're starting to lose the ground ball battle in the middle, and we just need to be better. You need to, you know, it's a long week for teams, let alone an interstate team coming over here and, you know, playing so many games with so many teams in the tournament, which is great. But these kids, you know, they're getting reps. They just need to be better. They need to look at each other and say, right, this is what we're going to do. I've got to beat this guy next to me, and you've got to do that as a squad, like all 10 on the field. Need to look at each other and go, right, we just need to own this. As you see both wingers lining up on the defensive side, trying to just get a stop on Braden as he's come down again. Wow.
Wow.
That's a great set of hands. He just wore 3 checks on the stick coming through that, and as he was off balance, stuck it low. You know, that's like the defense can't really do anything there. Like, you know, that's coming from a face-off draw. They're trying to cover their man. You've got teammates on the ball carrier, and he's just handled the pressure and stuck it. Like,
yeah, there's not. You're right. There's not a lot you can do there, is there? I mean, it's just such a huge size advantage. And, you know, with the speed they've got on display at the moment, just putting the ball down and just burrowing into that Warrior defence. And you're putting a lot on Fifield's shoulders, aren't you? Because really, the only way you're stopping this at the moment is if Fifield can get a piece.
He's done it again.
Pinch and Papa Rooney out the front, steps inside. He's got meters. He looks to burrow through. There's a flag down, rips that one.
Is that a pop or a save?
No, that's just a pop. As we just wait and see what the call is there. There's a slash. So we're going to get a look at the Braves, which actually might be a nice bit of respite because it takes it out of the transition game.
Yeah.
Sort of lets the Warriors get themselves settled. But going back to your point earlier about the ground, you know, that's bounced 4 metres in front of the cage and it's gone 4 metres over the cage. You know, this is a hard deck. As the clock's just come on the field now.
Wow. And he's a true two-handed player, isn't he, Braden?
Oh,
he's
he is.
Just absolutely letting fly now, you know. That must be his 5th.
He just rips that one low. That's a worm burner there, RAP to the Worms. But that's his 4th goal,
right.
4th on the trot for the Braves. 4th of the last 5, actually, I think.
Yeah.
4th this quarter for the Braves. Zings that one down low.
I think he's earned his little breather on the bench now.
I think so. That's 7 goals for the quarter from the Braves. And they are absolutely turning this game on its head at the moment. With the clock on at the moment. Just about to...
And still man up.
So possession here is going to be critical. As the Braves
Kyrie.
take the ball out of the middle there. Clock is on. Whether or not the penalty is going to expire beforehand, I'm not particularly sure. There's Wilson Banks with the ball, kicks the ball across the top. Nothing coming from the bench, so the penalty must release prior to the break as Adams is on the field, just counting it down.
No, there you go.
No, there we go. So, not sure that's a... Escasinas with the ball has it. So again, for those of you at home who are watching how this works, whenever there's an uneven situation on the field there, so the Warriors have somebody in the box, we believe, so 6 on 5. Wherever the ball is at the end of the quarter is where the ball will start from the next quarter. And because the Braves finish with it, they should start with possession in the 3rd quarter. As we head into half-time here at Pentanet Stadium, and it's the Southern Braves leading the Northern Warriors by a score of 9-4. We might take a short break for a couple of minutes, just get some water, and we'll come back shortly and sum up the first half. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network. Oh, that's a beast. And oh, mate. Did you get that extra?
I did. I haven't added it in yet. My replays started doing weird things after that first goal in that quarter.
Oh, did it?
And I'm just like, yeah, that's fine.
It's at 11-3. I think the comments are comfortable over there. Perth, Western Australia for the day 5 of the 2022 Under-15 Boys National Tournament. It's the Southern Braves, it's the Braves taking on the Northern Warriors, and the Braves lead this one at halftime by a score of 9-4. Just running through the goal scorers quickly. Braden Hogan gone absolutely crazy there in the back end of that second quarter there. 4 goals that quarter, all in that quarter. He leads the way. Lachlan Wills has 3 goals. Will Frencham has 1, and Luke Shelton has 1. Whereas for the Warriors, Oscar Page has been an absolute standout today. He has 3 goals, as Angus Walker also has the 4th for the Warriors. Samuel Boyd with an assist, and Frenchie, entertaining first half.
Yeah, fantastic start to the game by the Warriors. You know, got out leading at quarter time, you know, against the top of the table Braves. It was probably a bit unexpected.
The cue in the rack if you're the Braves, or, you know, the Warriors have shown a bit of gumption, so they certainly can't overlook them.
No, the Warriors have been very competitive. They've been great. Like, I thought their goalie, Fifield, I think he's been really good for them. Statham, you know, he's been outstanding. And they've fought hard. They just really need to piece it together and work as a team, go back to what they were doing in that first quarter and trying to make it a battle on the ground balls, trying to pick it up, trying to turn it into a bit of a scrap against, you know, what is a classy, you know, skillful Braves team. I think the Braves team's probably got a little bit of size advantage on them as well, which helps at this grade, you know, because you'll see that the bigger kids probably will take the check or take the hit, take the bump and go through it. Yeah, I think they just need to reset themselves. As a coach for the Warriors, you'd just be saying, look, boys, we reset. We just go from here. We try and get a stop on this man-up opportunity that the Braves have and see what we can do down the other end. We've just got to give our offense a chance to click in again.
Now, Braves start with the ball here, but just an update on ground 2. The Comets are in complete control over in ground number 2, leading the Flames by a score of 13-3. That result all but certainly, well, it locks the Comets into top spot over in Pool B, and will give them a really good shout at making the final in tomorrow's semi-final, as the ball just kicks down to the bottom corner there. That's Wilson Banks step in the corner there with the clinical finish for the Braves, and that has the Braves now up by 6.
Yeah, Warriors just losing the motion on the man-up play from the Braves, and nobody falling back to cover that back corner, as you see Angus Walker in the Northern Warriors defence just trying to get his other boys on the same page, trying to tell them, you know, you've got to hold that corner, see where the next one's coming from. Probably a little bit too much motion. And as we say, you know, under 15s, you're still developing as players, you're still learning the game. You know, tournaments like this are what it's about for these kids, you know. And
as you can see, just as they line up here, sorry, Frenchie, you can see there, we've got Angus Tucker has moved to the far left as far as he can on the wing there, just to try and cut down the face-off if he can. That's quite a smart play there from the Warriors coaching staff, because that's, as we know, heading into that half, the Braves were just dominating out of the face-off. Now, personally for me, I almost prefer, rather than conceding, putting the long pole in the face-off, you kind of blunt his impact. Whereas I prefer that what we see just here, they've moved him further down the wing to just cut across the front of the fast break.
To stop that break, to be that initial contact when they're getting the ball, because the Braves have got the ball out of pretty much every face-off since halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, and what it does from the face-off perspective is you say, I can continue to try and barge my way through, or I can just take the easy flick behind.
Yeah.
Because I think what has stood out is I think the Warriors' set defence has been quite good today.
Yeah,
I think they've done a really good job so far. As the ball just deflects there again, Fifield looks to try and reach out. The Braves continue to try and press. He has coverage of that now in the middle. Fifield now
just looking for an option here, Fifield. Now, that should be advantage, shouldn't it? Or is that in the motion of the...
Well, he had his stick straight up. Contact was out. I don't know. The officials obviously thought the ball was out of the stick. So as long as the contact's outside the cylinder, we're okay.
That's a good look across the crease there. Good defence. Oh.
As we just see, there's a flag on the far play there.
That's going to be a slash as well. I think he's come across the body on the check.
No, he's caught a hold on that. Just try and see what we saw there on the replay. I think he might have just accidentally kind of clipped his feet, which is deemed to be a hold as opposed to a trip. So it's only a 30-second infraction. It just takes a seat as we get another look at the Braves man up here.
Yep,
Like
ball with AJ Canisius.
Just heading back into a 3-3. Wills with the ball at the top centre again. Look to Wills to initiate.
And watch the cycle through.
Oh, it's a wheel.
They're going to wheel it.
If they move it quickly, Wills is open on that bottom
Will
corner.
Frenchman's open there as well. Oh, that's a great look. And the good save there. Good
Five-field
coverage by Fifield.
Fifield
Fantastic
again.
from the back up there, yeah.
It is an underrated skill, isn't it, from a goalkeeper? And
Yeah,
Fifield's
for sure.
been terrific here today.
And the thing is, like, even though they didn't score there, if you're looking at the motion the Braves have put into play there, that wheel play, they're opening up 2 or 3 different options. And it's creating space for them all, you know.
Statham. My only criticism of that, though, is if you run a wheel, you're looking to try and obviously get Wills as he comes back around the crease there. So you need that sharp movement across the top.
Yeah.
And they just stagnated a little bit there. Didn't force the defense to engage.
Nobody on Frenchman on the back pipe here. He's absolutely
Hogan,
nobody on him.
beasting. Oh, the cross-check there. It's been a really good call.
As Fifield gets the back up again, but unfortunately this time it's for
Yeah, I
no
don't think
reward.
there's a hell of a lot there to necessarily complain about. I think that's an excellent call.
Yeah. Unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary roughness, yeah.
So I think that was for the cross check though, because he's come across into that shoulder sort of high area.
No, very, very sharp call there on that bottom corner. As I think we have a timeout on the field. The Braves are going to be heading back into man up as the Braves lead this one by a score of 10-4, 7:49 to play. Make sure you jump online, say good day to us. We'll try and give you a shout out where we can. Good to see so many of you tuning in here. It's a fine day here in Perth. Game 1 of 4 here today, focusing on the on the boys' side of the draw today. Of course, tomorrow we will be focusing on the girls' side of the draw. Few comments, few people reached out why we're only showing the boys today. It's purely to ensure that we're able to make sure we can get everyone a stream game this week. So we've moved the boys over to ground 1 today at our request in order to get all boys games covered today. Tomorrow, of course, we've got 5 games. We're going to push our equipment and our people, but we should be able to get all 10 of the girls' teams shown live tomorrow. Of course, that's ahead of Tuesday's bonanza for all of you at work who are we know are going to be keen to get down here, but being a Tuesday, it's tough. We're going to be showing you 4 games on Tuesday. The boys' 5th, 6th game, the girls' 3rd place game, and both of the finals. And of course, a big shout out. Of course, we're up all the way up here at Pentanet Stadium. Big shout out to City of Joondalup for their support. Thank you very much for that. Also, some tournament sponsors. Lacrosse Gear here today. lacrossegear.com.au, Australia's premier lacrosse retailer. And also CH Signs. Craig Hollingbury does a great job. All your signage needs, so jump on and give them a bit of a follow. As the ball just kicks around the top here, getting a little...
Nobody on Will Frenchman.
Fifield there, great save. Makes the big stop as the Warriors look to try and press it out. I think there's contact with the keeper, has been made. He's nailed him, that one. As Fifield gives it a dance.
Celebrations all over the field today.
I think we just had a little bit of a GIF moment there. That is fantastic. Oh,
Kid's got
Scotty's
steps.
going to have. We'll have to make sure we can get that one as a GIF a little bit later. That was terrific. There's Fifield there.
Might have a new nickname, the Hot Stepper down
a
there.
hot step there. Oh, Footloose. Footloose down in the cage. For
Footloose
the
Fifield.
Footloose Fifield. There we go. As we get a look, I was actually about to say, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen the Warriors go forward.
Now they've got a man-up opportunity. See if they be interesting to see if they can exploit it
As
they're
they're
substituting.
substituting, we've got a
during the
breakdown.
man up.
No. Killing valuable seconds here as they zing the ball across the top.
They're trying to get, is it Statham coming
Yeah,
on?
Statham back on. Must have just come out of the penalty box.
Dodging into the zone. Interesting choice.
Looks to try and rip
Is that a
there.
shot?
Yeah, corrections there. We're no substitution, as we can see. Obviously, keen to get Statham on after he finished his 1-minute foul.
And the penalty is now expired, so we're going back up into an all-even opportunity here.
And of course, there would have been contact at the other end of the
You see
field.
Boyd driving down the line on his right hand. Oh, great shot.
That is a terrific finish.
5-hole. Sticks it through McCracken's legs. Great finish for Sam Boyd there. just isolated on that top corner, drove down the lane and stuck it low.
Yeah, looks to try and swing that right. Not a lot there that that McCracken can do. A really clinical finish, as you say, through the 5-hole. Just got a step on his man there, which was critical. And of course, I think the one slide came across a little bit earlier. I think where we saw a really good demonstration was from the Warriors earlier, where they were able to come down, make contact, and close the angle of the shot.
Yeah.
The Braves probably a little bit slack there on that first slide. Didn't get any pressure on him until the shot had gone.
Yeah, probably trying to, with the lead that they have, they're probably trying to make it more of a one-on-one game as well, which just opened it up for Sam Boyd there. And it was a good finish, good dodge, good finish. As we see, Braves win another face-off.
Hogan again.
He's looking back, good defence, just keeping him wide.
Takes the ball to X. Big shout out there, Marion G, saying g'day. And the great man, Luke Keesing, saying hello as well over there in South Australia. Good to have you joining us, Lukey. The ball zings across the top. Good feed there.
Finds
Hogan.
wheels on that cut. Good handle, just sent it wide.
Just good defence. Just got enough on him just to throw him off the shot.
Yeah.
Nice cut, though. So see what the Braves try and do here. I guess it's an interesting thing from a Braves coaching perspective is they've relied heavily on single excellence. That
Yes.
ability, big guy, run through, how's that going to stack up as we sort of head? They've got the Thunder tomorrow and then a final, so 2 tough games coming up. Do you start to look at your sets a little bit more now?
Yeah, I think you would, like as we see Wills cut inside again. Good save there by Fifield.
Great body position from Wills
Good
there.
pressure on ball here. Keep making it a contest. That's all they got to do.
Nice
Looks
finish.
inside. Yeah, good defense. Way to collapse on the ball there, the Northern Warriors.
Good restraint shown by Hogan there, just to
Yeah.
get himself a little bit of space as he's going to get the ball back here for the Braves. Steps up, stings on the inside, and there's a foul.
Bit of body contact inside there. As you can see, like the Warriors are giving themselves a chance defensively when it matches up, man to man. It's just there's a lot of penalties now in this second half, and that's probably going to be an area they need to focus on reducing. Like it's really taking the game away from them.
Well, that's right. It's just trying to correct that. I'm not sure if they've sent the right player off. Oh, hang on. We got a stick check. Ooh, love a good stick check. Here we go. This just got exciting. Right, let's see how we go.
You know my view on stick checks.
I
mate.
know you're not an exponent of it. I used to be like it, but now that I'm an official, I think it's an underutilised part of our game. I like to see more of them. I mean, the rules are pretty clear with what you can expect. Curious time though to call it.
Yeah.
I mean, strategically, there's no goal to wipe off here. There's other than possession when you're man down.
Yeah, like you said,
depends.
it is interesting. Like you probably would have waited till the goal was scored.
So for those at home now, obviously the stick check could be called. It's been called on Hogan. The referees will now go to the middle of the ground and will check all aspects of the stick: sidewall, height, length, pocket depth. The big one's always strings. I know strings are always a point of contention when it comes to Bayswater. But how long are the strings allowed to be, Mr. French?
2 inches.
2 inches, unfortunately, a lesson learnt the hard way.
Not 2 inches and 3 millimetres.
Hey, that one was 4, right? It wasn't even close, so don't give me that. As we wait and see.
Yeah, God forbid you whip someone in the eye with a long string.
So it looks like some more random celebrating going on as Hogan gives it the big fist bump. That stick is legal. Now, of course, no ramifications for the Warriors, but of course, the next stick check they call, if it is the stick is legal, they will serve 30 seconds.
I'm always thought, right, that if you call a stick check and the stick
Hang on, here we go. Let's see if this is going to go. Oh, well kept.
is legal, you should serve a penalty.
No.
Yes, I think that's a
No,
fantastic
it's just an
rule.
underutilised part of the game. It's not hard for players to turn around and check that. And we saw that come to a fore
Good
big
save
time.
by Fifield. He's given up the rebound.
Oh, the ball's popped up, and that's a horrendous goal.
Curtin.
Brendan Curtin there. Quiet game for him. He's been one of their go-to guys on offense for the Braves this year, for this tournament. But it's his first of the goal there. Just giving it the old seagulling around the crease.
It's something like I always feel for goalies. You got goalies that make a save and make the clear, and then you got goalies that are shot stoppers. And sometimes the shot stoppers will give up rebounds and it's up to the defensive unit to clear the crease, pick up the ball, and get it out of there for him. You know, like he's doing everything possible.
Yeah, why you feel sorry for the goalie though? You know, you're already doing half a job.
Probably because I've been on that end of the field my whole life. Not as a goalie.
I would have
not
thought
that
a loose ball on the crease was Frenchie's time to shine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like some.
And I say that as someone who was a victim of multiple loose ball hits from you throughout my career.
I'm pretty sure there's lots of video footage out there of loose ball clear outs. Yeah.
The Warriors now looking to just clear the ball out of offense here. As the Braves leading this one by a score 11-5. About a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. For those who are interested in the girls' score, the Comets still well and truly in control over on ground two. They're leading by what appears to be a score of 14-13.
I think the Warriors should probably look at getting this back behind goals. That's where they've created a lot of their opportunities from. Oh, there you go again. Dig it in short and it goes 4 feet over the goals.
You almost got to think about your shooting channel, don't you? You can't go overhead, because you go overhead, it's going to hit that deck and go up. Whereas I feel like this deck will skid a little bit.
Yeah, so that sort of sidearm, low angle bouncer.
As the
So he's got a step here. Good defence there from Lachlan Daniels, I think it is.
It's AJ. AJ all over that. And
that's good defence there too from Tyler Hill.
Tyler Hill pressing, good form. Hasn't given up by. He's gone overcommitted there. But good slide from the Braves.
Yep, good control there from
and the Warriors again.
Bill Lum.
Yeah, good Bill Lum with the ball there. Just taking possession back again. Good on the loose ball there.
Trying to force that inside, and that's not the right option. But it's rolled their way. So you got Zane Templeton here. He's going to have under pressure from. Oh, caught a slash.
Probably just a little uncontrolled.
Is that Christian Biol? I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Christian Biol just taking a seat there. Probably a little uncontrolled on the check. Of course, need to remain in control with the check. You don't get to do it willy-nilly. I think that's looks like an Eltham helmet down there with young Templeton. Hello to all the Panthers out there.
All the Panthers.
We love our Eltham friends, don't we? The ball just zinging around here. Big hello to all of you wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in to the Australian Lacrosse Network. Live here from Pentanet Stadium in the beautiful city of Joondalup, about 30 kilometres north of Perth.
I think the Warriors need to start moving the ball a little bit quicker. They just had an exchange on that back side there, and both of them were open.
The ball just bobbles around as
McCracken just gone.
Just there's a flag down.
He's tried to clear it out.
And there's two flags here, so might have to have a little bit of a conference just to see exactly what's going on here.
I think one was on the clear out in front of the crease there as the shot went down.
Yeah, can we see if we can see the replay on that. As the officials just have a look. We've got simultaneous fouls. So it looks like there's one on each. 30 seconds.
Is that because he went back in the crease?
I think it's because he's gone back in the crease. And I was going to say that. It did look like he had. He got the ball out quite a fair bit. He was
3-man down now. 3-man zone for the Braves.
No, well, they've called simultaneous, which is odd because there should be a Warrior. It mightn't be. No, they're just coming in to confirm that. They've stopped the clock. So just a little bit of confusion here. He gave the simultaneous signal, so we should have a Warrior in the box as well. And if they've sent off... Okay, so let me just explain this to you. I think what they've called is they've called McCracken for re-entering the crease. Now, that's a 30-second infringement. Usually it would just be a turnover.
Yep.
But if there is a personal foul that's been committed by the Warriors, then the Brave penalty also has to serve, which is what I think's happened here. However... Illegal body check.
That's what it is. So they've given I think both penalties were on the Braves. So the illegal body check for the clean out, and then McCracken's gone back into the crease. So I think they've called the illegal body check and the ball turned over. I'm not
Which
sure.
is funny because I don't know if the 30 should serve if the Braves didn't have it. But look, Braves, we get a good look at their 3-man zone, one that they've no doubt practiced extensively in the lead up to this.
So this has given the Warriors... I don't think the Warriors have a better chance to score now.
No, but it's the.
They'll start with the ball in offence.
Oh, we've had the old penalty hat trick too. One of the rarest things in lacrosse.
Yes,
We've had no face-offs to start the quarter. The third time in a row.
That's right. Yes.
The Warriors are going to start with possession after the Braves started with it at the second and the third. But hey, that's enough of us. It's 11-5 at three-quarter time here at Pentanet Stadium in the big matchup between the Braves and the Northern Warriors. The Braves, of course, 4 goals to Braden Hogan, 3 goals to Lachlan Wills, singles to Luke Shelton, Will Frencham, Bryn Curtin, and Samuel Wilson Banks. For the Warriors, Oscar Page has 3 goals, Angus Walker has 1, and Samuel Boyd has 1 goal and 1 assist. It is three-quarter time here. Over on ground number 2. Again, Comets cruising over there. I think we can see the score, and correct, we're looking at it from a distance. I think it's about 16-4 or 5. So the Comets well and truly on top over there on ground number 2. Three-quarter time, big shout out again. Congratulations to Wembley Lacrosse Club hosting this year's event. I'd like to shout out our broadcast partner, Lacrosse Australia, and event sponsors Lacrosse Gear. lacrossegear.com.au, Australia's biggest retailer of lacrosse equipment, and CH Signs and Print. Check them out for all of your signage needs. And of course, our broadcast partners as well, 3am Internet. Get in touch with them for your website, domain, internet needs. And Kennedy Vinchulo as well, one of our broadcast partners. Give them a call for all your employment law, commercial litigation, property law, general legal needs. And, Frenchie, so three-quarter time now. Okay, I think we're at the point now where the Braves really do start to pack it up a little bit.
Oh, I think they just got to control it, be smart about it. You don't need to be using your big guns to smash up the score. Just control the game, give everyone, I'm not saying pack up the boys, but just everybody gets a roll through now. You give more minutes to your second and third, fourth lines. They really are in control of this game, and that's just the way it needs to be for the rest of the game. They just need to stay in charge, if they finish the game with this 6-goal lead, then it's a good result for them, and they get through with it without anybody getting hurt.
Key's no injury, isn't it? No
That's
injuries. Right, they'll likely move to 5 and zip. The Thunder at 4-4-1 with the Phantoms at 3-1. This win, the Phantoms and Thunder will have to play each other later today, and of course that means that the Braves will be secure in their position for the final.
Yes.
Interestingly, Braden Hagan on 3 fouls Hogan by our notes. One more foul, potentially fouled out of the game, could have consequences for the follow-on game. So
because if you're fouled out, I think you've got to miss a game, don't you?
I think you do, yeah, and we double-checked that. But that would be significant and maybe a reason why it may be in their interest just to sit him for this last
great look there. And a great save by McCracken.
Two
double
saves.
save by McCracken.
No soup for you as he still has the ball. The Warriors in the crease. There's a play on. Zings the ball out across the top.
There. But I think he's going to be coming back at him.
Yeah, that's going to beat him. It is a quick field. That ball
fantastic
does
backup saves there. Double save by McCracken there, and then the clean out on the crease just ended up with a Warrior in the circle.
As we just move forward now, the Warriors again still having a look. The Braves are back to within 5.
Yeah,
Back to a 5-man zone. As they now all level as Hill comes streaking back onto the field for the Braves, and we are back to man-on-man. Good defensive set there.
Oscar Page likes a look of that. Finds Statham.
Zings that one, gets a piece, just shoots it high. Ball staying with the Warriors.
Seen a little bit more control from the Warriors here.
There's the ball just sitting there at X there.
Yeah, Halliwell comes to the corner. Good defence there by the short stick. He's driving high, swings back to his left. Finds the open man after drawing that double. Oscar Page is liking the look of the matchup here.
Yeah, he's got a good matchup, and he's shown an ability to be able to get these on the step.
Ooh.
Kicks it wide. Probably can't quite corral it as Templeton as the ball's going to beat him out of bounds. The Braves are going to get out here.
Probably had a shot there, I thought.
Well, that's what he did a really good job of that in the first half. I think, but that said, I must admit, to what extent has McCracken perhaps sort of changed the dynamic there a little bit? Because McCracken has certainly grown into this game, and he's been quite good. As Wills just clears the ball out, about 10 minutes to go in this one. As Wills clears the ball out, checks the ball in for the Braves. The over and back is now on. Wills
The
with
Kraken's gone to the crease.
looking to try and get him a goal. As the Kraken's looking to rip.
Oh, he's got
he
one.
scored one.
Goalie goal.
He's just stuck up through the middle there. McCracken has snagged a goal for the Braves.
I just looked back and saw a short stick standing in goal, and I was like, where's the goalie?
Where's McCracken
Sitting
gone?
on the crease down the other end.
I mean, that'd be a real big thrill for him as McCracken goes forward and snags.
He's had a fantastic game today, and that's just put the icing on it for him.
Oh, he really has. I mean, that was just a sneaky goalie goal, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like, I mean, it was settled 6-on-6, clearly
Yeah.
a designed move. I mean,
Everybody's like probably watched him go down the field, and they're like, "Oh no, it's just a goalie."
I mean, you wonder to what extent the coaching staff had a role in that, or whether that's just the boys going rogue.
I'm going to say boys gone rogue.
As Hogan with the ball pictures and pops it, goes forward, steps on the inside there. No need to do anything silly at this particular
Yeah.
point in time.
Oh,
As-
big shot, good save by Fifield. Defense can't corral the ball. Good ground ball out the back there by Lincoln Allen. And they've got a step on here if they can get this ball. Oh, good ground ball and clear.
Braves looking to sort of come through with it as they throw the ball forward. The Warriors with the ball.
Good control. Can you get it out?
Angus Walker looking to try and showing a bit of composure there. And
Yeah.
of course, there's a
Gonna
late
be a
hit,
foul
and this
there.
could be significant because it's Hogan.
Yes. That is his fourth.
That's
I
his
think.
fourth.
So
It's got us reaching for the bylaws because this could have some consequences. As I say, we have it as his fourth. We're not sure about the first one we saw earlier today. If we've gotten that one wrong, then that will be his third. But we'll have a look and just see what happens here with that because I'll just have a quick gander and double check there as we get a look at the Warriors man up.
I know they did change it at seniors this year that if you got so many penalty minutes or fouled out of a game, you had to sit a game. So
Well, actually, no. So we're running just the 5. So he's okay for the moment, but he'll
Okay.
only get the 4 demerits.
Yeah.
That said, though, he got
Good check.
expelled earlier in the week,
oh right.
which forced him to sit a game. And the issue he might have here,
Is the points add up maybe?
well, I think they do. Because after the player has served 1 game suspension, they'll automatically suspended when they have accrued an additional 4 demerits at the same
Right.
event. So if he's on 4 fouls at the moment, assuming...
Oh, jammed it in the top corner.
Oh, he's absolutely stuck that one. That's a terrific
Lachlan
goal.
Daniel. Screened it with the defender coming at him too, so didn't give Fifield much of a chance there. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see if he has to sit another game.
Interesting to see where he goes from here. He's just stepped out of the box, sitting over on the sideline with the helmet off. There's Lachlan Daniel there, rips another one for the Braves just to push their margin out to 8. They're up by a score of 13-5.
That could be the coaching staff making a decision to say, right, no more.
No, well, that's right. I mean, fouled out's 4 demerits. I mean, he just needs to be, yeah, absolutely. You don't want to risk that. As I say, I assume
No.
5's the usual rule. We're not sure if it goes to 4.
Oh, there's
Looks like he's been legged there, but the official's more than comfortable with that one. As the ball,
that's a moving pick, but
they looked at
I think they were going at each other anyway, so
nah,
letting it go.
it's contact sport, Frenchie.
That's right. Tell me about it.
As Oscar Page clears the ball into attack for the Warriors as they look to try and press here to see if they can snag one back.
As
About 5 minutes to go
Boyd
in
gets
this
a
one.
step on him.
Oh,
and
what a
sticks it.
finish.
That's a great finish by Sam Boyd.
As he
He's
got
been really good
distance.
today for them as well.
Yeah, and it's a nice bounce shot off
Oh,
the
they got
hip.
the celly going.
Oh,
Oh, These Warriors
He's got the
boys.
four of them there.
It's all about the team enjoyment factor, I
That is
think.
exactly right. They're having a cracking time. Samuel Boyd, that's his second goal. 2 goals and 2 fantastic sellies there. That's Sports Centre top 10 right there.
Yeah.
They're having
Still
fun.
man up as well.
They're
so.
having fun. That's what these 15s are
That's
all
right.
about.
You know, it's all about development in these tournaments for these kids. You know, like you just hope to retain, 80, 90% of them for the future of the game. Really.
Well, look, and lots of people there. Cam Mulcahy tuning in as well. Jack McCracken, the goalkeeper for the Braves, apparently plays attack in under 13s. 69 goals in under 13s this year. So perhaps isn't a stranger to the offensive half of the field as we're back.
Throw back to the old Trent Mackner.
Oh, yeah.
Left-handed attackman, left-handed goalie. All you need to see is some dreads and a full leather goalie stick now and be all over it. As we see, Northern Warriors still man up. I think they need to get a bit quicker motion. As you see, the Braves like really being aggressive with on the defense, even though they're man down, just trying to put pressure on that Warriors offense as they throw the ball out of bounds.
Of course, only a few minutes to go in this one here. This win will put the Braves into the final as they look to clear the ball out. Done it easy so far. Good defense, though. Good pressure from the Warriors. Yeah, absolutely. As Bryn Hewitt tries to clear the ball out. Ball on deck.
Oh, Will Frenchman.
Oh,
good save by Fifield.
Footloose Fifield with the ball. Oh, no, he's just forced it.
He's thrown it back to the keeper and he wasn't in the goals. There's good defensive pressure there from the Warriors. It just didn't work out their way, that's all.
No, not breaking their way at all. I mean, Footloose Fifield with a tremendous save there.
Yeah. On Will Frenchman, and then the pole did the right job, got the ground ball, thought he was throwing it back to the keeper. The keeper wasn't there. I think he was saying as well. Sorry, Tim, go.
No, just saying you're right. Just a shame because I think it was a really good defensive set there for the Warriors. As they look to try and, the Braves were coming in hot and they did a really good job of slowing that down. Just unlucky. Unlucky defence.
As you see, Lachlan Daniel win the face-off here out front.
Goes the old spinneroo, puts him in a washing machine, rips from the outside, pops a goal. Lachlan Daniel, that's his second of the quarter.
I think Fifield's probably won a lot of shots now. He's just, it's tough when you're wearing so many.
Absolutely.
The way that it's coming as well out of that midfield and everyone's a bit rattled, a bit scattered. So,
look, we're certainly in the dying stages of this one. 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Big g'day to John Hiron there tuning in. To answer your question, John, the Northern Warriors are the northern portion of Victoria. So Brunswick, Melbourne Uni, Surrey Park, Eltham, those clubs. The ball back in the middle.
I think there's a lot of bottom end age in this Braves squad as well. So there's a lot of these kids will be back for the next year or two as well, because you've got guys that play in 13s in this team.
Yeah. And of course, first look for a lot of these kids. Obviously, I always think the biggest disadvantage of COVID that we had was this age bracket losing 2 national tournaments.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a first look here at a lot of these kids. And you're right, there's a real mixture here of upper end players and lower end players. As the ball's on the deck there, the Braves are going to lead that one. Pops over with the free ball, fighting for possession there.
Good bump there, good defence.
Finn Everell fighting for it, takes possession.
Marked up there by Angus Walker, who's doing a good job there with that pole. Good control.
Everell takes the ball to
Likes
X.
a bit of contact through the pitch.
Yeah. As he continues, he's pressing hard, isn't he?
Yeah.
Walker's
going
getting
at him,
after
Walker is. He's waiting for it.
As we approach 2 minutes now, 2 minutes to go.
And that's really good to see, a young guy like that playing good position defence there. Like, I don't think he was beat at all there and just threw the check when it needed to be thrown and had the poke in,
Just kicking the ball around.
Yeah, just keeping control of this.
The stalls, they've put the stall on, as you can see. So the Braves must now keep the ball in their offensive quarter, must not go out of the restraining line, and the Braves seem more than comfortable with that, just perching the ball into the bottom part of their field as they kick the ball around. Braves in absolutely no rush there.
Good defence there.
Yeah, the Warriors, to their credit, pressing really, really hard here, trying to see if they can find a way through. That's Lincoln Allen there, as the stall remains on. As the referees just re-signal that. Braves looking to kill this one as the clock ticks down to the final 60 seconds of this one.
This is a good matchup here.
The Braves will progress through to the final.
Nobody on Christian Bior there.
As the Braves, if he's going to want to be careful, Everell stepped past the restraining line as the coaches madly tell him to get back in with the stall on.
Yeah, good solid win there by the Braves.
That's full time here from Pentanet Stadium in the first of our quadruple header. The Braves have taken the chocolates here in the first line, winning by a score of 15-6. Goal scorers for the Braves, Braden Hogan with 4, Lachlan Wills with 3, Lachlan Daniel with 2, singles to Luke Shelton, Will Frencham, Bryn Kewarton, Samuel Wilson-Banks, Jack McCracken, the keeper, sneaking forward for a very sneaky goalie goal. And of course, there was one forced goal. And for the Warriors, 3 goals to Oscar Page, 1 to Angus Walker, and 2 to Samuel Boyd. Frenchie, best players for today's game?
I really think that Jack McCracken really stood out. I thought he had a fantastic game. But I'd say the best today for the Braves was probably Braden Hogan.
Yep.
Even though he got in a bit of penalty trouble, I just thought he really changed the game when they needed it to be changed. He stood up and was counted and turned it from a deficit at quarter time to a lead at halftime.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, I thought they were really good. As you say, Braden Hogan went complete beast mode in that second quarter there. Lachlan Wills, Braden Hogan combined, I think, to score, 6 goals in the matter of about 3 minutes there just to wrap up that second quarter. Turn what was a relatively close game. Warriors, in fact, were leading at that point.
They were.
I think
it was 4-3.
4-3, that's right. Yeah, they were up. They were leading. They were looking $1 million. They were looking really good. And then all of a sudden, just the hammer got absolutely dropped on them. And a 4-3 Warriors lead in the blink of an eye turned into a 9-4 Braves lead heading towards half time. So that little period there really was decisive. I think Hogan going in the middle was incredibly important as we just run through some of the highlights from today's game.
Yeah, I think also from Northern Warriors, like Oscar Page, Sam Boyd and Fifield, the goalie, I thought they did a fantastic job as well. And this is my first real look at the 15s tournament this week. So,
yeah, as you can see, Fifield was all over it there, but unfortunately couldn't corral the rebound there, and the Braves were able to slowly edge ahead there. But by this particular part of the game, I think the heat really had kind of started to go out of it somewhat. As you see there, McCracken with the goalie goal, just getting himself a bit of space. As I say, sneaking into the old 6v6, but plays attacking under 13s for Wanneroo Joondalup, so no stranger to it. As the Braves, they showed a little bit of restraint there. They didn't necessarily push as hard as I think they could have, but give the Warriors credit. I think their defense kept fighting, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. I think the Warriors had a fantastic game today. I thought they really came to play at the start to put the Braves on the back foot, and the Braves had to respond.
Oh, look, and this probably sums up their day, doesn't it? I mean, it was a really good defensive piece there, and just unfortunately, flicking the ball back to the keeper.
Yeah.
Old Footloose Fifield wasn't there.
No, he was out doing his job. He'd made the big save early, and then the D-man did a great job, picked up the ground ball and just went to find his keeper in the cage, and he just was out of the cage, still putting pressure on.
The ball just zinging around here again. Another late goal there for the Braves as the Braves look to close that one out for a final score of 15-6. Well, look, we'll bring you the MVPs later on today, give you a reason to stick around. Of course, we've got a massive game coming up next at 11:30. It's the Stingrays from South Australia taking on the Southern Cross from Victoria. The Southern Cross still an outside chance of progressing. The Stingrays definitely a chance of progressing, but really need to win out. So that promises to be a big game. But for now, Frenchie, I think we sign off from this one. Thank you very much for your help this morning.
No worries, mate. I'll be back with you soon.
Fantastic. And look, go away, do your thing. You got 45 minutes, peoples. And we will be back for game number 2 here. You are watching the